Has anyone ever said anything crazy to you on Instagram? Like, what's the craziest thing you ever heard?
I did have a friend that I used to work with, and one boy had sent her a video of him with the iPad and her face on the iPad.
So would you say guys in 2024 are kind of even afraid to shoot their shot, like in person?
Yes, I would say so. I think that just based off the way you look, they kind of assume that you have these certain expectations, which you probably do, but they don't feel like they can match up, I guess.
Do you take guys serious on social media apps?
Not at all, I don't. Because I just know if they're sending me messages, it's probably a million other women getting the same type of messages.
What's up, YouTube fam? We got a good one today. Today we're going to discuss dating in 2024 along with the glute and hamstring workouts. Let's get straight into it. What's up, what's up? Today we got a special guest. Introduce yourself. What's your name?
Nowadash.
Your name is Nowdash. Where is that from?
It's from Haiti.
Okay, so you're Haitian. What language do you guys normally speak in Haiti?
We speak Haitian Creole, which can sound like a French, but it's not French at all.
Okay. In 2024, do you think dating is harder for men or for women?
Honestly, I think it's equal on both sides. I think both sides kind of have their own challenges. I don't really feel like one is harder than the other.
Okay, how are you normally approached by a guy in person? Do you feel like guys are bold and they approach you in person, or?
Not really, unless it's like men screaming across the street type of thing, but more often than not, I'll get approached by a friend of a friend. So if we're in a group together, then that's when they will start shooting their shot.
So would you say guys in 2024 are kind of even afraid to shoot their shot, like in person?
Yes, I would say so. I think that just based off the way you look, they kind of assume that you have these certain expectations, which you probably do, but they don't feel like they can match up, I guess.
Can you tell when a guy's confident in himself?
Yes, I can. I feel like confident men have a completely different aura than I guess every other man. I feel like you can kind of tell it in the way that they hold their face, the way that they walk, and especially how they speak to you. A lot of times men will be like, oh, I'm not as attractive to get a type of woman like you, and that already lets me know that you have no confidence in yourself.
So a guy has literally said that?
Yeah, he was like, you probably don't want to talk to me because I'm ugly. And I'm like, I don't just because you said that.
But you were actually interested in him at first?
No. But because I didn't know him, so it was just
you were getting to know him?
Yeah, he was just introducing himself to me, and then that was like one of the first conversations we had, so I'm like, yeah, never.
So you feel like a lot of times guys even shoot themselves in the foot?
All the time, 100%. I feel like that's the crazy thing. I feel like confident men actually speak less, so you'll find out that you don't like them later on when you kind of already attached, versus men who aren't confident, they kind of like laying everything out, so you're like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with you.
Wow, and have you ever talked to a guy who, like, he had a lot going on? Let's say he was making a lot of money, but he was so humble about it, and then like, so you didn't even know his situation, and then later on you kind of discover like, yo, this guy's doing really well for himself.
No.
So most of the time, if he had a lot of money, then he lets it be known.
Yeah, I think that men with money are more confident. It's not that I think they're also insecure, but they think that money is what takes them that extra notch up, so they come first with the money, and it's like, even if you have money, that don't make you interesting.
Okay, so you feel like a lot of men even just try to build themselves up to give themselves leverage? Exactly.
I think that it's more important to put just your personality forward, like who you are, what you believe in, and see if you guys kind of click together, because not everybody's meant to be together, even if you guys do find each other attractive. But I think most men kind of want to force it just based off the way that women look, and then a lot of times you're just not compatible with people. Do
you feel like a lot of guys just do a lot of pretending to just try to be compatible with you, to just, get to know you, interact with you more, when that's not who they really are?
100%. I feel like most men kind of be like, yeah, let's go on a date, let's do that, and then you start talking to them, and then you realize that they don't even like going on dates.
So they're like, hey, like I like to travel all the time, or I like to go on dates all the time, and that's not even who they really are. Okay, do you think like social media makes people feel as though they have more options, or like, do you think it makes people take other people for granted?
Yeah, I think it does. When you see all the selections that you have that you really don't have, it makes you feel like, all right, I can get better if this person's not doing what I need them to do. But really, like, I feel like it's not, you don't have more of a selection. It just looks that way just because you're scrolling past faces 24/7.
Okay, I can relate to that. When you go to social media, you see just a bunch of people on there, or like someone may like a bunch of your pictures, so now you think that this person's interested. Have you ever had a situation where maybe you have liked a guy's picture, and then he thought that you were interested in him, so he DM'd you, and it's not even like that?
Yeah, that happens often. I feel like men especially feel like likes mean more than they do, except when they're the ones liking stuff, then it don't mean nothing.
So when you like a picture on Instagram, it doesn't mean anything to you?
No, well, sometimes. I mean, in the whole grand scheme of things, it really doesn't. But of course, sometimes I'll like somebody picture and I think they're attractive, but I don't really expect it to go for any further.
So what's like a crazy story you had like on social media? Like, have you ever had any crazy stories from Instagram or anything like that? Or like something where someone has anyone ever said anything crazy to you on Instagram? Like, what's the craziest thing you ever heard?
Not to me, but I did have a friend that I used to work with, and one boy had sent her a video of him with the iPad and her face on the iPad, and he liked that in the video.
What? Oh my goodness, that's crazy. So what, did she even know the boy?
No, it was like a fake account, so you couldn't even see his face.
Wow, that's crazy. Do you take guys serious on social media apps?
Not at all, I don't.
Why not?
Cause I just know if they're sending me messages, it's probably a million other women getting the same type of messages.
All right, guys, man, you heard her responses, man. Thank you. She definitely dropped some gems on there. She didn't even want to drop the gems on there, but she has some knowledge for us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Listen, we're about to head straight into the workout. We got a leg workout. Let's get that work. Here we have the world's greatest stretch. Listen, every time you're hitting those legs, you really want to open up those hips. So you want to make sure you're getting nice into those hips and reaching up, making sure you're bringing that foot to the hand. Let's get that work. We're going to do a hip thrust a little bit differently. We're going to make sure that we point our feet outwards, and then we're also going to be on the heels of our feet. By being on the heels of our feet, that's going to really activate our hamstrings. That's going to force us to really push from our glutes and our hamstrings. A lot of you guys are overcompensating, doing different stuff. So by putting your heels on the ground and really bridging up from there, that's going to really target the hamstring and the glutes to really help develop them. We're going for a heavy set of 4. Stay tuned. Let's get it. We locked in. Next, we're doing a barbell RDL, but there's going to be a little twist on it. We're going to do it with a deficit, and that means that there's going to be a plate underneath our feet, and all the deficit is that's allowing us to get more flexion. So more flexion means we're going to be able to get deeper into that muscle. You see a lot of guys when they're doing squats, they'll do it at a deficit, so that gets more knee flexion to help build up the quads. But we're going to do a reverse. We're going to do the deficit, but it's going to be for our hamstrings to really help build up the glutes and the hamstrings on the posterior. Listen, guys, here we're going to finish with our reverse lunges for the finisher. Listen, if this is too easy for you, you can also do a reverse lunge power skip and leave the ground, meaning you're exploding up, jumping off of the ground. But listen, this is good for if you're a beginner, if you're still just trying to get back into shape. It's summertime, the skin's out, the body looking right, so we're going to work. And this is something that you can do with the beginner, intermediate, and you can also make it advanced for yourself, so everyone could be growing and getting better, man. I'm excited. Let's get turned up. Woo! Listen, guys, we just got done with the workout, man. As you can tell, I'm tired. We just got done doing glutes and hamstrings. This is her first time training with me. What'd you think about it?
That shit killed me.
Yeah, it's a little intense though, but I adjusted to you. You know, the workout picked up and I kind of like slowed it down for you. Like I read what you had.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did a good job. You know, her form was good. You know, she's trying to get back in the swing of things. She took a little break, so she's trying to get back right. So, you know, we got that working today. And also, you know, I appreciate her giving some insight about dating 2024. You know, I know a lot of guys are interested, a lot of men and women, with the struggles of dating 24 and the social media battles. But listen, y'all, we're gonna keep dropping them gems. We're gonna keep giving out the information, and we're gonna keep building up those bodies. You know, it's summertime. And, you know, she asked me a very important question earlier. She's like, you know, what did you eat? You know, which was a great point. Like, how am I fueling my body? You know, I had something really simple. I just had some oats and a banana. What about you?
I just had a banana today, which might have contributed to...
Yeah, so like it takes time for sure, but it's very important to fuel you guys. You know, you want to make sure you're consuming a lot of protein. You want anywhere from, you know, 1.2 to 1.7 grams of protein, and then you need your carbs, you know, the healthy carbs, you know, rice, your sweet potatoes. A lot of you guys are going to Popeyes to load up on carbs. Like, that's not gonna get it done. So we're gonna get strict, and I'm gonna challenge you guys to only having processed food 1 time a week. Can you do that?
Definitely, yeah.
All right, so that's what we're gonna do. If you guys are struggling to eat processed food and you guys have a hard time, you know, leave it in the comment below, and I'll give you tips and tricks that I use, because I used to eat out all the time, and then I discovered healthy ways to naturally cope with it. So if you're struggling with that, let me know in the comments, and I'll provide you. I'll send you an email with what I do to help me get through that. Listen, guys, thanks for tuning in. Conte Performance, thank you for coming on the show. Oh, my bad. I almost forgot, y'all. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for dropping that knowledge. Thank you for going through the workout. I hope you enjoyed it. You know, we'll definitely be around.
I did. Thank you for inviting me.
No problem. Listen, Content Performance, we out.